Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffi Forrester forgave Ridge Forrester for keeping her in the dark on Taylor Hayes' condition, since he really stepped up for her. Steffi assumed Brooke Logan must have had a conniption when she walked by on Ridge all tangled up with Taylor. Ridge admitted Brooke wasn't happy, but he suggested he smoothed effects over with a private demonstration of the same disguise at home. Steffi responded with a "you right" as Brooke walked by and piped up about being glad Taylor was okay. Although Steffi credited Ridge with helping Taylor, Brooke claimed Taylor also had veritably able croakers. Once RJ Forrester and Zend Forrester Dominguez popped up, they expressed excitement over hope for the future being on the upswing. Steffi didn't feel as certain, but she suggested they'd find out soon enough. That's if Hope Logan ever showed up for the meeting. In the meantime, RJ thanked everyone for being probative while he was recycling all the Luna Nozawa drama. RJ and Zend admitted they hadn't heard from Luna since she got locked up, but they were happily fastening on hope for the future anyway. In the corridor, Carter allowed back to kissing Hope and smiled over their connection. In the design office, Hope was stressed ahead of the Hope for the Unborn meeting and complained to Liam Spencer while searching for a thumb drive. Hope assumed Steffi called this meeting to hang her line again and was exhausted from constantly being on the mincing block. Liam offered to take Beth Spencer tonight so that Hope could relax after the meeting was over, so she was thankful. When Carter appeared, he was surprised to formally again find Liam with Hope. Liam assured Hope that Carter would take care of her in the forthcoming meeting, so Carter said Liam could count on it. After Liam left on Thursday's B&B occasion, Carter told Hope that she didn't have to explain anything regarding her partner's visit. As for the meeting that was coming up, Carter reiterated that he'd support her and said Hope shouldn't forget that he'd her back. In the CEO office, Hope and Carter joined Steffi, Ridge, Brooke, RJ, and Zen to bandy where Hope for the future stood. Carter refocused out that Ridge was throwing his full support behind Brooke's bedroom, which was paying off. The figures weren't where they wanted them yet for Hope's line, but Carter had a plan to fix that. Rather of just giving Hope for the future further time, Carter allowed. They demanded to be sinking further coffers into it. Steffi and Ridge were cautious of doing that since Hope for the future was formally floundering, but Carter claimed they couldn't put a price on the social impact. Carter guaranteed that losing Hope for the future would hurt them since it was their most meaningful line. Buzz could be generated, but integrity had to be earned. Carter played up Hope's benefactions and made a vaticination that all her line demanded was the biggest limelight they could give it. Once Carter said they shouldn't give up on Hope or hope for the future, she smiled over how probative he was being. Carter's passionate defense of Hope also sounded to surprise Steffi, Ridge, and the others. At Spencer Publications, Will Spencer made Bill Spencer promise not to flip out and broke the news about his new externship at Forrester Creations. Bill blustered about it being nonsense and argued that Will demanded to come learn how to run a real business at Spencer Publications. Will ultimately got honest about the gorgeous girls at Forrester being a big draw, so Bill settled down and sounded pleased that was the real reason. Bill also wasn't giving up on reuniting with Katie Logan, Heather Tom, but Will admitted he told her that just because they were great parents didn't mean they made a good couple. Bill was dissatisfied in himself since Will and Katie didn't trust him the way he wanted them to. Liam eventually joined the discussion and wanted in on the guys' night that Will and Bill were planning. Bill talked about how Will would be a great addition to Spencer Publications one day before Liam praised Will for aiding him lately. Liam said that Will was kind enough to help him realize he wanted a life with Hope again. Liam may not get his want anytime soon, so stick with us for updates on Hope and Carter's budding love. The apple doesn't fall far from the crazy tree in the Nozawa family. The Forresters and Musketeers are still trying to wrap their minds around Luna Nozawa's payoff spree, but Poppy Nozawa may not be far behind her. Then's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful, spoilers ahead. Luna Nozawa came in like an angel and went out like a captain. The shy fashion intern at Forrester Creations easily was floundering with some kind of internal health occasion. No stable person can change up overnight and commit double homicide, also kiss her fake father and frame her real mama. The bold pen's no way really addressed what went wrong with Luna when they transported her off in bind. General agreement on B&B communication boards is Poppy Nozawa's worried son landed herself a one-way ticket to an internal institution for the rest of her life. It's assumed she and Bill Spencer are moving on, seeing as how he's trying to move High's ex-wife Katie Logan to take him back. She has been mentioned in End, but seems to be lying low after her captivity release and her son's arrest. We know Poppy Nozawa was released from captivity and the murder charges were dropped. But is anyone going to address the fact that Katie Logan ran a crusade to put her behind bars for a crime she didn't commit? In the grand scheme of effects, Katie didn't really make effects worse or better. But, Poppy Nozawa needs someone to condemn. Poppy may eventually snap, after all Luna had to get her unstable jest. From nearly, when Poppy Nozawa does resurface, Katie might want to run and take cover. Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester's relationship is bound to take a dive soon. Although Brooke and Ridge were suitable to work effects out after the whole chakra debacle, that surely wouldn't be the last time a misreading causes drama. Loves to produce scripts where characters get the wrong idea and turn their tails on their separate mates. We all flash back how Ridge went chasing after Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, when he inaptly believed Brooke was behind that CPS call. Of course, there have been numerous other exemplifications of wrong hypotheticals and misleading dilemmas over the times. Adulatory confusion is fated to be used as numerous times as B&B can fit it into their stories. With that in mind, we should suppose about what misreading the show might use coming. Could the Pens produce a blend-up that involves Brooke's attempt to play matchmaker for Bill Spencer and Katie Logan? After Brooke got updates on Bill's failed reunion pitch, she pledged to talk to Katie for him. Katie feels like Bill might choose her family over her if Brooke was available, so that's been a chain when it comes to rejuvenating anything romantically. At some point, it's easy to imagine Katie opening up to Ridge and planting some seeds that could grow into a problem laterally. Katie might complain about Bill's former obsession on Brooke and contend she just can't get past it. In the meantime, Brooke might decide she can do better than just talking to Katie. Maybe Brooke will play matchmaker and produce a bit of a romantic trap for Katie and Bill. It might indeed be commodity that Bill and Brooke platoon up on, which could add to the confusion of it all. Ridge might find some unsettling suggestions and jump to the conclusion that Brooke is sneaking off for a romantic rendezvous with Bill. There might be some eavesdropped exchanges between the spouses that leave Ridge allowing that Brooke has betrayed him. In other words, Brooke might try to play Cupid for Bill and Katie, only for Ridge to inaptly believe she's infidelity on him. That could give Ridge the green light to cheat with Taylor and blow up his relationship with Brooke in the process.